Welcome to Really Out the Mud, where we show you why it's not as bad as it seems. How y'all feeling today, fellas?
Feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. Highly favored.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm feeling better and better. Better than amazing, actually. Compared to what I used to feel like. I'm not gonna lie
Better
to you.
today than yesterday?
Every single time.
Better today than
I'm
yesterday.
taking that better than amazing. I like that.
You feel me?
Today, guys, we have a very, very, very special guest. Can we begin a round of applause for my brother, Myles Truitt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A legend in the making.
A legend in the making, a real Hall of Fame actor on the way. Somebody who's been giving stellar performances on a show you're more than likely accustomed to, called BMF. Myles, my brother, thank you for coming in, my brother. Thank you so much.
No, it's definitely appreciated. Do not take this for granted. But I just want to go ahead and get the ball rolling. If you want me to be honest, first things first. I mean, Myles, could you just really go ahead and tell everybody? Tell us your story and like how you reached the heights that you really reached to, bro. Like, how did it all start?
I started wanting to play basketball.
Really?
Really?
I actually did know that. So you
did.
you really a hooper. You know, when you posted out your story, I thought you was joking. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like, my father is like 6'2", 6'3", 180 wet, you know. So
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
You 6'1"?
Really?
I stood next to you, bro. I think you're like 5'11", bro.
Bro, stop playing.
He did not.
I'm taller.
Yeah, he definitely has.
He's 6'1". He's 6'1".
Come on now.
He's 6'1".
But yeah, it started out with basketball and just growing up having that, male figure in your life and just seeing that representation, just him playing sports in high school and all the stories that he said going back in the day. I wanted to, represent that in my life. And I wanted to go to this basketball summer camp, and there was no more slots left at the basketball summer camp. My mom was like, you can go to this theater camp for the rest of the summer, or you can go to Emory Hospital. And that's where my grandmother worked at the time. My mom had to work too, so my grandmother was able to watch me, throughout the summer. So she's gave me an ultimatum with two options. I picked theater camp, and going into that, it was predominantly all females, two boys, that was really artsy, and I just really had to adapt in that environment. And then I just learned the basics and logistics of acting, being comfortable in front of large audiences, enunciating my words, not even having my hands in my pockets.
Were you ever scared to speak in front of people, like public speaking?
Man, we did. At a young age at that theater camp, every other Saturday we had a show to perform in front of our parents. So throughout those 2 weeks, we would prepare, singing, dancing, and acting.
How was the first one though? Like, were you just nervous? Was this?
No,
you just blew through it.
Because we had certain volunteers that were our coaches, that were our mentors throughout those 2 weeks that prepared us mentally as kids. And never in my premature life that I would have thought that I would be going through these trials and tribulations, being in front of 500 people every other Saturday.
Was it like, were you like a rare case at the camp, or was it like more individuals who were nervous, or was you just like
Say that again?
Was like basically at the camp was it normal for people to all like be ready to do it, or was there some people nervous?
I feel like it wasn't normal because we were all kids.
So
you feel what I'm saying?
So
how old were you?
9, 10.
No, were you above average like at that time?
I didn't know that, what I'm saying? But I didn't know I could sing. I didn't know I could
sing.
You could sing.
Where'd that come from?
I started.
I was at the focus, y'all. Be loud.
Yo, what?
But then you fast forward, you go to New Edition. We filmed that and we recorded with Babyface. Like, I recorded with Babyface for about 2.5 weeks in the studio doing the background tracks.
Wow.
Me and Caleb McLaughlin and Jahi Winston. Shout out to Jahi and Caleb.
Did it ever come out? Like, did the songs ever come out with you?
Yeah, so that's crazy that you even said that. So after the movie hit 24.7 million views in 3 nights, Atlanta Records.
This was you?
Huh?
This was you in there?
Yes.
That's crazy.
24.7 million views. Biggest, I think, show that BET had even put out at the time ever, actually, right now. And after that, Atlantic Records had hit us up.
Really?
Me and the other 4 boys that were playing the Youngins. We went out to New York. We had a little board meeting. We sat down, and we really just was like, all right, do we want to go the music route and be a boy group, be the next in One Direction?
Y'all could have been a group.
You know what I'm saying? Or do we want to continue our...
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
You
know what I'm saying? I took you back,
Shout
right?
out Big Time Rush.
Big Time Rush definitely was crazy. Big Time Rush.
I'm saying.
Big Time Rush. That boyfriend song, I still be,
Yes, but no, it was that was a whole experience for me, and just having to pick. All right, for all of us, we had to pick between a music career or do we want to continue our acting career? Stranger Things for Caleb. You know what I'm saying? And
So
Johnny-
it was music or Stranger Things?
Oh no! It was music or acting.
Music or acting?
But when I say Stranger Things, is because Caleb McLaughlin wouldn't be Caleb McLaughlin if he didn't do Stranger Things.
Without a doubt.
And I knew Caleb McLaughlin before Stranger Things even, you know what I'm saying, came about. You know what I'm saying?
Really
so I knew what he was going. I saw his route before he even hit it. Music or that, and he could have did either one, and that was with all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're going back to me singing. Yes, you know I did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I booked the
track.
role because I had to sing Candy Girl. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Telephone Man. But yeah, that's really how it started. That's how acting started. Theater camp.
Shit,
Theater
we
camp.
gotta get Brian to drop some tracks. Hear those vocals.
Shit, I'm trying to get in the studio too,
Alright,
man.
I hear that. My boy trying to get in the studios,
I'm
yeah.
dead ass.
That's why when you said you was in the studio, you was not playing around.
He was not playing. He was not playing. Like, that's crazy saying because like, I just want to put out there like to all the parents that bringing your kids to those camps really could change his life. I highly recommend all parents out there to get the funds wherever you need to do that because look, all I wanted to do was go to those camps. My mom only sent me to VBS.
I'm not gonna lie to
if
you.
know what that
That's
is.
why that was my problem. I'm not gonna lie to you because, like, just like you, I had hoop dreams too. I really saw I was going to the NBA, but they didn't really give me the proper training that I needed. Even though I didn't need too much training because I was really like that.
You need the height too.
How tall are you?
That was the problem. That was the problem. I'm not gonna lie to you. Once I got to 18 and I realized that I'm not. 6'4" was my dream height. I said if I was 6'4", I'm going to the league.
Oh, you know you
And
can
it
have the
just didn't
surgery.
happen.
You can get the surgery to
That's
get a
not
little
a
bit
thing.
taller. Or you don't want to do that.
It's not even. Is that really a thing?
That's definitely a thing.
No way.
You can definitely make yourself taller.
Are y'all serious?
Yeah, your
Is
dream
that
can
what
come
people are
true.
doing now?
Yes,
But
you
it's
can.
bad. It's a bad like.
How do you do it? Like, what is it?
I don't know. I just seen
So
it.
they go in and it's a surgery and they put screws in your knee and they open it up and
Oh
it's
my-
like they section it off out like every 6 months. So if you want to get
Oh my God.
1 inch,
Yo.
and it's one surgery for 1 inch. But you can't get 2 inches because you gotta go 1 inch like every 6 months.
1 inch at a time every 6 months. That's crazy.
And how tall are you?
I mean, I'm 5'10", 6 foot on a good day though.
Oh, hold on.
5'10",
Good
6
day.
foot on a good day.
That's
6 foot
about
on a
2
good day.
years worth of. You could probably be like 6 foot
That's what I am,
in
bro.
2 years
6 foot in 2 years.
if you do the surgery.
And like, would it affect you in any way possible?
I feel like you probably like these motherfuckers can't run no more.
What?
They look
So it
good.
just doesn't matter.
they might be tall. They might get more girls, but they damn for sure can't run no
I'm
more.
good on it. I'm good on it. 5'10" is I'm good
Oh,
there for
damn,
sure.
Looking like the Tent Man.
But look, no. So at the level that you are right now in your career, what is something that you wish you knew then that you know now?
Every no gets you close to a yes. Most aspiring actors and actresses go into this thinking that they gonna just book it off the rip, and then they don't, and then they say, "Wow, this is just so overrated, and I don't want to do this anymore." But you stop at that fourth no, and after that fourth no could be your fifth yes. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, money management. You know, like
Money management's a good one.
That's
as
a big one.
youngin', bro,
That's a big one right there, money
like
management.
you gotta understand, like it's cool to have a financial advisor.
Yes.
It's cool to listen to that
Trust me.
manager sometimes.
When did you start making like a lot of? When did you feel? What age did you feel like you started making a lot of money?
Well, let's break it down. Let's break the money category down. So when it comes down to money being an
And
actor,
also, to piggyback off of that, do you prefer to be in charge of your own funds or do you prefer financial advice?
we'll come back to that. So when it come down to the segment of money, as a young coming up child actor, it is always good and beneficial to have a Coogan account. A Coogan account is basically a setup account for you that is takes certain percentages out of each check that you get all the way until you get before the age of 18.
I've heard of things like that.
Before the age of 18. So after 18, you can open up that Coogan account after you've been acting since you was 11 years old, and I get a check from BMF for Stranger Things, and they take 50% out of each check
15?
I get, 15, whatever, you know, whatever percent. And then I look up and I'm 18 years old and I have 10 projects under my belt, and out of those 10 projects, they took percentages out. From when I turned 18, I could put that towards college. I could put that towards a car.
This is what you had.
House. You know, I had a Coogan account. You feel what I'm saying? So Coogan account is just itself. You feel what I'm saying? When I really start like seeing my money though, like probably would had to be Black Lightning.
He was in Black Lightning too. He was everywhere.
Yeah, Black Lightning really hit me, and I was really just seeing like what I was getting episodically, and then me seeing where I was like in my career, like having a lot more shit under my belt. Like I did a whole TV series on Sci-Fi Network called Superstition with Mario Van Peebles.
Wow.
Like motherfuckers don't even know that though.
Nah, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely didn't know that.
So it's all a start. Like after New Edition, it was New Edition. I did a movie called Ken, in theaters. You know what I'm saying? With Denzel Quaid, Michael B. Jordan.
Now your resume is actually crazy right now. Like I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just trying to keep it pushing, trying to keep it consistent. That's the main thing.
Okay, so like, what would you say is like one?
Oh wait, he did have. Wait, what was your question though?
The money issue.
What was it?
He said, "Would you rather?"
Would you rather take? Was it better, or is it smarter to be in charge of your own money, or is like do you prefer a financial advisor?
I feel like at a young age, yes, it's always good to have somebody in your ear and not have a yes man. That's the
and
main
not have
thing.
a yes man. That is so big. Rubandz talk about that all the
Cause
time.
you gonna be your own
Atlanta is
yes
full
man.
of 'em.
You gonna be your own yes
Well,
man.
I ain't think about that. That's a big one too.
You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable, regardless.
That's the biggest thing I feel like. Coming from New York, that's the biggest thing I feel like coming from the South. That I feel like because in New York, where I'm from, even if you have a good idea, people will tell you it's stupid. But I feel like in the South, it's so like I feel like in the South, like I just so like collaborative.
Oh, don't worry
with
about
each
it.
other.
Oh, yes,
Like, y'all
absolutely,
help each other
sure.
So much that I
Yes.
feel like I just say yes to everything.
Because there's not a lot of this either.
Yeah.
So it's like
What is that?
We so you know what I'm saying? We're so easily to collaborate with each other because you don't see a lot of this.
Right.
That's the thing. See, where I'm from, New York is like racially segregated almost, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's like Italian hoods, Chinese hoods, etc. So it's like.
'Cause there's
but
a lot of
everybody
immigrants
together,
coming
though.
there.
Yeah, not so many.
So many.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like that's one thing my lady, like I feel like there's no like culture for real as far as that because I'm just seeing a lot of African Americans or Caucasians and not like
Caucasians.
Caucasians?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm taking that.
I'm sorry.
taking that.
That's crazy. That's
Caucasians.
Better than amazing and Caucasian.
What y'all call
Caucasians.
Caucasians,
Bro. Caucasians, bro.
Oh, what you at? What?
Caucasians.
Said it
Caucasians.
differently.
You
I'm
said
thinking,
Caucasians.
you thinking like Coco, a little bit of Asian. I'm thinking you thinking like Blasian.
Oh, you thought he did it on purpose. You thought it was a.
I guess.
Yeah, I thought it was on purpose. I'm like, all right, cool.
No, he did it. He did it.
learned
Serious.
some.
He was serious. He was serious.
I was dead serious. I was. But all right,
It
so
is
Myles,
hot as shit in here. I ain't-
What's-
I
not for
wasn't gonna
sure.
say that.
100%.
what's one
You
option?
got the beanie on.
Yeah, I'm actually hot. Very, very hot, actually. But it is what it is.
What would you say is
Niggas trying to be cute and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to be styled up, but they know damn well they hot as hell and
Can't
shit.
do nothing about it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
like I had to be sure, but being that you had such a honestly, I would say, a journey into success, and you had so many different avenues you could have ventured into. What would you say is one obstacle that changed your life for the better forever? Like, what is like one like defining moment that you say like changed your life? You know what I'm saying? For example, I know mine. I can tell you mine if you want. Just to give me an example. I'm from Brooklyn, and I almost didn't graduate high school. Not because of grades, it's because my school at the time was an hour and a half from school. I had to go through like 2-3 hoods, and I had all the credits at the time in my high school. My high school was being dumb, and he said even if you had all the credits, you had to go to school. And I was smart enough to know, I'm accepted to college. See, I can't decline my acceptance letter, and I have all the credits, so I'm graduating anyways. So it was 150 days in the school year, and I was late 130 of them. So like, yeah, like I voluntarily took myself out of first period class.
This like it was just it was
bro,
dead.
This don't make sense. Like I don't care what y'all say. This don't make sense. I'm not-
You was late 130 days.
Yeah, I
was
had a
cheating
good
off
average. I had an 85 average, but I was late 130 days. So end of the year comes, I'm graduating to college, and they're telling me like, yo, you might not graduate because there's some law in New York that you have to be attendance in school, like 80-90%. And I just called cap. I was like, no way. Like y'all gonna tell me that in May?
And so what did you do about
Bro,
it?
I just violated. I just yelled, complained. My mom
And they
blacked
just
too,
and
then
they
I
said
walked.
it's okay.
Yeah.
So basically, don't take no for an answer.
Bro, never.
I'm telling you no.
Don't take
Never.
no
But
for
like, yeah,
an
like, but that
answer.
was like a defining moment because like if I stayed in Brooklyn for college and I didn't go away, I don't know where I'd be at all. Like not to mention like
I feel that.
barely even got accepted to college. I only got accepted to one of them. I didn't have the best grades.
Nah, I
either.
feel that too. With me, in my personal preference, I went to, a lot of people don't even really know this, but I went to a small private school actually. Literally, I graduated with a class of 12 people. So I was literally in a box. I was kind of like sheltered from the world. And in a sense, I'm not going to lie to you.
I witnessed him tell a girl he graduated top 20 in his class before.
It was actually not top 20. In my class, I was actually probably, I had like a 4.2. I'm not going to lie to you. I was really like
mean
that.
4.2?
I definitely had a 4.2.
12 students,
100%.
bro. That's not
4.2
impressive.
What
Bro,
does that got to do
you
with
had,
what
like,
does that
private
got to do
tutors.
with- What does that got to
They
do
know
with
one
the?
out of 12.
What does that got to
Okay.
do with my grade average? Like
If I had 12 students, my GPA would have been higher too. It was 52 people in my Detroit public school, but it's okay.
Was it really 52?
I'm
That's when you
joking. It was
graduated?
probably like 32
Graduated?
each class. Oh no, in one classroom. I don't know how many people graduated.
I graduated in 93.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. I was in a box, so I was just like, as soon as I go to college, I feel like that's when I'm really just gonna like flourish and blossom. I'm finally gonna be around the world. Shout out to UGA, went out to UGA, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my entire life changed. The amount of and when people say don't go to college, it's kind of crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason why I say it's crazy is not because it's not about getting a degree, but I'm like the amount of people that are like you, the like-minded people like you, is like you'll never get that opportunity ever in your life.
It's an experience.
Ever the experience.
You was college?
Yeah, it's an experience that
I was supposed to. You gotta understand. I'm a COVID baby. You feel me? So like, if motherfuckers going to college, they wasn't on campus. I'm class of 2020.
No, that's actually you graduated. Like you graduated.
2020.
That's insane.
Damn.
I'm not saying you.
That was my class. My class was class of 2020. Like, I knew I was going to college after my class of 2020 cruise was canceled.
Wow.
I was like,
your senior trip was canceled.
Bro,
Wait, so you go to prom?
Bro, my cruise was
You guys go
canceled.
to prom?
No, I'm homeschooled. I was homeschooled. But there was a cruise that everybody from different,
With that, everyone goes to. That's
that was
fire.
class of 2020.
That's
Everyone
fire.
from different schools could schedule a cruise to go on, and only class of 2020 was going to be on that cruise. And they canceled it because of COVID. And after that, I was like, damn, if I can't be on a cruise, what makes me think I'm going to be on a campus for 130-some days?
Yeah.
Like, what? And not to the extent that I want it to be, So I get that. I mean, shoot, I didn't know what I was gonna do, in 2020, and I was really I was filming Stranger Things and BMF.
As soon as 2020 hit.
2020 hit, I booked Stranger Things. I started filming Stranger Things, and after that, then I booked BMF, and just filming through that, just doing COVID tests 3 to 4 times a week.
That's crazy. It was over.
You know
3 to
what I'm
5
saying?
It was over.
They wouldn't put. They was putting it like up your nose.
Every day.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
Nah, it's
twice.
clipped. It was done. It was done. It was done. It was done.
Maybe twice, because they got clock you in. You ain't going to come in on Thursday, so we got clock you in again, because you leaving on Wednesday.
that's-
You know
Oh
what
my
I'm saying?
God.
That's too much.
No,
Yeah,
Rubandz, ask your question again. My bad. I didn't-
So what
Sidetracked.
would you say is the obstacle that
definitely did.
was like the defining moment in your life, at least one of them, that like made you like, become who you are today and overcome?
People say success a lot, but failure. I feel like people don't really take gratitude enough towards failure.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm
That's definitely a fact.
saying?
I'm not gonna lie to
Like,
you.
motherfuckers will fail and be like, damn.
big, though. That's
Rather than
real
learning
big.
from that damn and be like, all right. Yeah, taking gratitude towards your failure, bro. That's the main thing with me. Like,
Growing through it and not going through it.
yeah.
Facts.
And then anticipating it.
Yeah.
People do not anticipate to fail.
Anticipating
You
it.
think it's a good thing to
Sometimes
anticipate
you
to
might
fail
want
though?
to. And that goes back to your podcast that you feel, you know what I'm saying, that you already filmed. But you like, you know what, I didn't want to settle for that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a failure that got you where you are today. And motherfuckers don't like really read between the lines.
The one thing I try to do now to piggyback off you is that whenever something goes wrong, I just tell myself now, damn, God is about to make this go brighter than I ever thought, and I just don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Whenever something goes wrong, I'm like, damn, it's just because things about to go.
But
I just don't put it in a story.
But to anticipate failure is kind of crazy though. You mean tell me I'm going in something, and I'm basically saying, yo, I'm probably gonna fail.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy.
Because
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
I like that.
There's a deeper aspect to it because you thinking, oh, I can't do that. Yes, you can, because once you fail, you know there's something to fix.
But what if you think
feel what
that?
I'm
What if
saying?
you don't know it's in the fix? So you don't. What if you? Oh, that's what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
So
you always gonna go
so
into
now that you
it.
fail, now that you failed, there's something to fix.
I want to be better than amazing.
But I
You
hear
feel
that, and
what I'm
I hear it.
saying?
That's good logic. That's good
You feel
logic.
me?
That's good logic. But you mean to tell me? Let's say I'm going up to an audition,
Yeah.
and I'm basically saying I'm trying to get the lead role. You mean to tell me that I'm saying, yo, I'm more than likely going to fail. I'm more than likely gonna lose, and I'm not getting
I'm
this
not
role.
saying put that at the front end.
It's just in the back of your head.
You have to understand that's what
It's
could.
a possibility.
It's a possibility. Okay.
Because once
I
you
like it.
understand
Okay.
what could,
Okay.
I always know I could be better.
Okay, I like it.
That's the
I like
main
it.
thing.
I like
There's
it.
so
I like it.
once I like the transition I had in my life, the biggest transition I had was being a child actor and then transitioning to, all right, I'm going against the Michael B. Jordans.
How was that obstacle?
You feel what I'm saying?
How was that?
How was that? Please touch
That's
on
the
that.
main
Look, a lot
Please
of
touch
people
on that.
never get there. They
It's
just
like
stay
you've
on
been
the
a
child
child-
and, like, float out.
That's-
You've been a
it does.
child
Fly out.
actor all your life, and then it's like you look at the sweet life in Zach and Cody's. And it's like it took him a long time to get to Riverdale, to play
They
an
did
older
get to
type
Riverdale.
of. You feel me?
And it took him a long time. It was really done.
It's because of that transition. We seen Zach and Cody as these 13,
9-year,
14-year-olds
yeah.
running through the
Legends.
hotel.
Going crazy.
But now
I can't see him.
I'm
over the
seeing
top
Zach,
of
you know what I'm saying, Cole Sprouse, fucking a bitch. But it wasn't when he was on Zach and Cody. He was like 17.
Facts.
He was like 18. Like these motherfuckers was old. High School Musical. Troy Bolton. That motherfucker was 25, playing a high schooler, basketball high schooler.
People don't realize
I know
that.
that. I definitely think people know that.
So it's like-
I know that, but I definitely.
So it's like
I didn't
being
know
a
that.
child
I
actor,
didn't know
you're
that.
always going against somebody older than you.
That's
so
facts.
when I'm 14, I'm going against motherfuckers that's 18 that cut their beard and can look like a 14-year-old.
Wow.
And they're gonna book
They're
the
dead
role.
older.
They're gonna book the role over me. Why? Because the set don't want to pay for a set teacher.
Wow. To
You
really
feel what I'm
teach you.
saying? And then the set don't want to have to go through the trials and tribulations of, he can only film 9 hours every day.
So basically, y'all younger people didn't stand a chance.
We did if we had the skill set to beat that motherfucker that was 18.
That's crazy.
That really didn't have it like
Nah,
that. And
that's-
we're going to sacrifice our 9 hours because we know you can put in for those 9 hours.
That's fire.
As a child. But then you transition and it's like now, motherfuckers don't have to pay shit. Motherfuckers don't have to pay for a teacher. Motherfuckers don't have to
They
worry
can't
about
afford
9
it.
hours on set. Now that you're over 18. So that's transitioning to the adult side and going back to me going against the Michael B. Jordans because these are grown men now. No more 9 hours and no more school. Now I have to worry about my skill set rather than all the other accolades I had. Rather than, they don't have to pay for no school. They don't have to do this.
What are 3 top skill sets as an actor that you feel like you need to have? Like the 3 most important skill sets. Timing.
What does that mean?
Elaborate.
What do you mean
Elaborate
timing?
timing. Yeah.
What I just did right now. You said elaborate just timing. I thought about it and I spoke and that was authentic.
Rather than speak without thinking.
You feel what I'm saying? You could watch some Tubi shit and be like, damn, why the fuck? It's like dot 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 dot. It's too choppy. Like the lines is over each other.
They're not thinking.
Rather than what's up, bro?
How you doing?
You feel what I'm saying? That's timing. You feel what I'm saying? And it's authentic. And when you're watching TV, you don't even think about the timing because it's so flowy. The conversation is flowy. When she cries, it's on time.
Actors take
Okay, right
now. Like, you watch this, you're an actor.
You're really mixing them up right now.
Press pause on the video, grab a notebook, and rewind and write all that down. Okay?
I don't know how much I'm spitting, but shit, you might need to shine a little bit.
I just learned something.
Yeah, that was
Pause,
deep.
write all that down.
But no,
okay?
so we got timing. You got timing. That was a great example. Timing. And what was the other 2?
Nobody's ever broke it down.
Like that,
It's timing. Placement. That's the main thing. When it comes to cameras, you gotta know, you know what I'm saying, where you're staggered with other people. You feel what I'm saying? Where the camera is, different angles. That really can really only be explained on the day when you're really going through it. You feel what I'm saying? Or actually experienced it. Self-preservation. That's the main thing. You can lose yourself in a character.
That's
but
a
you
fact.
can find yourself in a character
It's
as
like
well.
Wow.
Like I remember Heath Ledger talking about that.
And he killed himself
That was
because
good.
he did Joker so well.
Oh, he killed himself. I actually didn't know that. Because he actually believed that was him.
Yes.
I mean,
He believed that. That's what he was.
What?
Y'all, you watched that movie?
Which movie?
The Dark Knight.
Get my
Yeah,
head
of
cracked
course,
right
I
now.
know.
Like, he just talked about how like it was a lot being that character. And he
I didn't know he killed himself.
killed himself like right after.
Right after.
He said you can lose yourself in a character. You can
I could
also
definitely
find
see
yourself
yourself
in a
lose yourself
character.
as a Joker because he was literally
That's OD.
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, he was a
He
great
prob-
Joker. I
and
ain't
he-
gonna lie, that to this day
The
is my
best
top
Joker.
5 movies
Out
ever.
of
He's the
his
best
own.
Joker.
That was the. I ain't gonna lie, like what?
only Joker will kill himself.
Literally.
I mean, like, not to make light of it, but it's like,
Nah, I get
back
it.
to what
I
I was
get
saying,
it.
you find yourself and you lose yourself in a character. So always try to find, you know what I'm saying, the parallels within it so you're stabilized. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can compare to B. Mickey. You feel what I'm saying, in BMF. B. Mickey, his style, his charisma, his intelligence, how he walked and talked, it's all me.
Literally.
It's all me.
You're
You feel
in
what I'm
there.
saying?
You feel like it's authentic that like you.
When
that's
you
your.
really can find yourself in a character, and that's everybody. Denzel Washington, Training Day, he found himself. That was when he was young and turned 20 years old, and he had to really go through shit out the mud.
Really
And he was able to pour into that. Fruitvale Station, Michael B. Jordan, he had a racist experience.
And he just
And
portrayed
he poured
it.
into
He
that.
portrayed it.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you find yourself in a character or a situation, that's that. When a casting director see that through the audition and be like, boom,
That's the one.
that's the one.
That's the one.
So
You
like,
feel what I'm
for like
saying?
upcoming people, like, what would you say is a way you can help find yourself? I feel like what you're saying right now is so deep, bro, because I feel like most people in the world, they're not who they are, they're who they think people want them to be.
Yeah.
You know
Facts.
what I mean? Because they're so focused on making people feel comfortable, they'll make themselves comfortable. So like, what do you say is like ways that you think that people can become more like themselves or find themselves? I feel like
And
everybody
you
does
said
that.
it. Stop trying to make other people comfortable. Make yourself comfortable first.
Stop
You
trying
feel
to
what
make
I'm
people comfortable,
saying?
make you feel
So it's like,
Facts.
if I get a script and I don't understand it, let me read it. First, let's just go there. Let me read it, and after that, I get comfortable. Why? Because I have intelligence on what the storyline is. Now, boom. Now I go to my character and what he's going through that storyline. Okay, boom. Now I find relatable situations that he's been in that I've also been in. Okay, boom. All right, who is the person he's talking to that I can compare that's parallel to my mom? That's parallel to my grandmother or my first grade teacher. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So when you see that person on the day, you don't see, oh, what's up, Jessica? You see, oh, Miss Clark. You feel what I'm saying?
I get it.
Not the actress Jessica, but you see Miss Clark from first grade when I was 10.
I'm literally seeing you. That's authenticity.
So I feel that. You feel what I'm saying? So try to make yourself more comfortable before you make other people comfortable. And that's the second end. Because when you make other people comfortable, especially in the scene that you in, it makes it more genuine.
makes it make for.
It makes it more genuine. Me and Kato, like, Adriana, bro, shouts out to you. Like, that was my first love interest. Like, that was a real pivotal point in my career. Like, all right, I got to play a boyfriend type male dominance figure.
Man, you cooked that up.
Did you actually do you feel like you actually had feelings, real feelings for her?
No, and I feel like
You just
that.
played it. You
got
that
to
was
play
it.
it.
You
and,
gotta play
and
it.
where it came, those feelings came from the relationship that we had. We would hang out. Me, Da Vinci, we would go somewhere. We would get some food. You feel what I'm saying? We would have sit downs and talks and little powwows. You know what I'm saying? Parlay and smoke one. Like, it was those moments to where we can be off camera and then come back and be like, all right, I could be
That's
comfortable
smart.
touching
That's smart.
you. I could be comfortable doing this with you. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, okay, that actually brings me to my next question. Do you feel like women hindered your success at all? Do you feel like they played a role in your success, or they feel like they hindered your success at all?
Shoot, I was a sheltered kid, you know what I'm saying? Really, like, after when I started homeschool, you know, and just being from set to set. So, like, I didn't have time
Wasn't
to be
a thing.
around women, you know? Like, I wasn't in a brick and mortar building in high school. I didn't go to college.
You wasn't around any of it.
So I didn't really,
Where
the parties, none of that.
Meeting girls if it's not
Literally.
school and parties. As a
But
kid,
when I
it's not.
turned 18, you know, maybe 20, that's when I really started like, all right, let me branch out.
Let me actually get in there.
Let me go to, you know what I'm saying? Let me go to Sweet Lounge, see what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to Sweet Lounge, see what's going on. So, but like right now, I'm just really like just living life right now, you know, and just experiencing things because I never really had the chance to.
Big
You know?
shout-
Making up for lost time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
sure.
feel it.
For sure.
100%.
That's fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's actually like really inspirational for sure. Because I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people like don't even understand like how genuine you have to be. People be thinking so many things are fake, but it's like so many things. Like anything good, I feel like comes from a real place. And I feel like people really understand that. We could ask all those questions real quick. We could say like we just said the obstacle. We could say what is your favorite thing that you've experienced that shaped who you are today? We can go from.
Let me say eliminate.
You can go first.
Eliminate.
You can go first. You can say, what's
the question?
What's your favorite thing that you experienced in life growing up that made you who you are today?
What's your favorite thing in life that
That
you
made-
experienced growing up that made
or
you
just
one?
your childhood, like upbringing that made you who you are today? Like I'll say mine if I go
Yeah,
first. I'll
go
say
ahead,
mine.
go
Like
ahead.
my
I'm trying to
favorite
think.
thing that I think
That's a big question right
like, my favorite thing about growing up in New York is that I was able to be around. I had whoops. I had Chinese friends. I had Chinese friends I was real cool with. I had Arabic friends I was real cool with. I had Jamaican friends, Asian friends, Trinidadian friends. I said Arabic. I had Italian friends. I had all the races I could think of. I think I didn't really have too many Caucasian friends, but
Caucasian.
I didn't even meet African Americans.
Crazy.
Crazy. I didn't meet African Americans like that for real. Everybody was Caribbean. I had some African friends, but I feel like being that's probably not English. I feel like being well versatile with just how different cultures and people react allowed me to get an understanding of the world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I went to college and stuff like that, I went to a PWI. So I went to PWI. That was my favorite thing I experienced growing up. But when I went to PWI, I was around all straight Caucasians and only 8% black. It was a culture shock because I had to realize that damn, like, girls really aren't talking to you just because you fly. Damn, like, girls don't care if you got $5 sneakers on. Damn, like, they like are like different. So it's like I feel like all the way up to 21, I got to be around every single kind of race and nationality. That right now you can put me in a group full of people who don't know English, all Chinese, I'm Gucci. Right. Put me in a room full of people all Arabic, I'm Gucci. I'm comfortable within any race just because like I've been able to get a good relationship with people part of every race, so I have an idea what that culture looks like. I had cool girls who wore hijabs, who literally didn't take it off for the religion, Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I was comfortable with seeing how every single bit of a different race acted. So
I go. I think, in my opinion, I was really trying to think. I said, like, what shaped me to become who I am? And it's kind of like we talk about this often. It's like I was never really around negativity a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. My parents, shout out to my parents. They were definitely a loving household. They taught me really what love's supposed to look like. They put me in a private school. I was literally trying to go to a public school because I had hoop dreams. I was trying to be around more people, and they literally like told me, no, you're not doing this. I'm not gonna lie, I was dead upset. Like I said, I need scouts to see me. I'm trying to actually hoop. They said, no, we're not doing this because they said it's dangerous. I said, Mom, it's not that dangerous. I said, I really do not think that's what's going on. And they had me stay there the entire time. And I'm not gonna lie to you, in my school, we literally built a family. It was small. Any type of negativity, I just was like, I'm not finna be around it. And I kind of like just feel like that just made me become who I am. Like, shout out to PVO, Positive Vibes Only. That's literally all I care about. If you're negative, you can't be around us. That's not what we do. It's like you're actually forbidden. It's not a thing. You're forbidden. It's actually not a thing. As soon as you show any type of negativity, it's like, bro, you're not ever coming back. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I feel like that's what it was. Like, I was around positive vibes literally my entire life.
I'm sitting here thinking, listening to y'all answers. I don't know. I got a few. I'm gonna get one of my favorite ones that I feel like make the most sense, especially for this particular episode. I feel like maybe the camera, because growing up, I'm from Detroit, and everybody is not that friendly, as y'all know. You can't just walk around and just smile at everybody. It's just not, it's not like that.
I think Detroit is top 3 worst cities.
Bro, no, it's not. Bro.
What the fuck's up about food?
What you mean, bro?
Food is crazy. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad.
Change all food in Detroit.
What did you eat at in the city, bro?
I couldn't be up there for a week without going to the same restaurant.
Where was you going to? Let me guess.
Day.
Where did you? I don't even want to guess.
And they had some bomb ass chicken and waffles, but that's all.
Where did you go? What was the restaurant?
Bro, I was at the MGM Casino.
The MGM Casino. Oh, you ain't going nowhere, bro. Who was the host, bro? Fire that nigga.
Like, there's nothing around that,
bro. It's a lot of different spots.
Bro, I was in Detroit for 36 hours and seeing dead body, bro. It's all right,
bro, you were in Hamtramck.
One of the most dangerous cities I've actually ever seen in my entire life.
That's enough of my city.
Was he in Michigan?
Anyway,
Flint
is not Detroit. Hamtramck is not Detroit. Watch out. So look,
we're in Michigan.
Anyways, I think my answer is gonna be honestly the camera, because out in public, I'm not really like, y'all are friendly. Y'all have these glamorous personalities. Y'all latch on to everybody. Y'all can speak to random people. Me, I'm not. I walk in, I'm really not gonna speak unless I'm spoken to. I'm pretty sure y'all. Oh no, you actually hate that about me.
I hate that. I can't believe
he hate that about me. But that's it. But when I get back to the crib, and Tyler, Marquis, who's here right now too. When I'm at the crib and I turn on the camera, I used to be OD at telling stories. I get real ignorant. I get real vulgar. I make a joke out of everything. I almost troll people. It's like I'm almost a menace online. But I do it. Like, I don't do it to harm you. Like, I just tell jokes, and that's my personality. But it can be blunt, mixed with arrogance, with comedy and realness, all at the same time. So that came into my career with, when we did network marketing. Mm-hmm. And that, long story short, that's how I blew up, because I made a video on camera on Snapchat and told a story about how I made $3,600 from an investment on a mistake. And I got on the camera. And I said, yo, I just made this investment. And I quote, I just made an investment. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I flipped $150 into $3,600. I want to pay people $150 to $3,600. Swear to God.
What?
How'd you do that, bro?
We'll talk about that later. I flipped 150. Look at y'all. That's exactly how it works. Just like that. I'm about to recruit them right now.
You feel
Y'all about
me?
to get signed up right now.
Because it's like, that's a crazy story.
Look,
I'm not
I
gonna
said
lie,
I
man.
flipped $150 into $3,600. I want to pay somebody to do my work. I give you $50 per assignment. People sliding up on Snapchat because our campus had like a story, like a page where the entire campus can see it. So when I made that video, everybody was DMing me like, yo, what was the investment? What was the investment? What was the investment? Bro, I got like 19 enrollments in a day, 26 in a day. That's how I was getting 100 in a month.
Yeah,
and I was cracking them niggas on the head.
Yeah,
and now,
you
I'm in a video. Every time I'm $200, I'm in the shower.
They watching this shit like, damn.
Yeah, it was OD. Like,
Yo, how can I turn 150 to
it was
3,600,
OD.
please?
For the people that didn't like the Force niggas, I was one. And that shit worked. I'm sorry if you don't think it worked. That shit worked. But that's that's what it was. So I feel like that right there, though, just the camera, it allowed me to express myself. I got a lot. My name is real. I'm very known throughout my city from just being in the camera. And then I came out here, I latched on to y'all. We do skits, and y'all know how I am on camera. So that really played a major role in who I actually am today, at least in the business world.
Why don't you, Myles?
I feel like it wasn't a situation for me or anything like that, but I feel like my mom. I have a manager right now, but my mom was my first real manager. Like I booked New Edition story without a manager or agent. It was an open casting call. So after that, filming that, I went back home, and me and my mom was just thinking like where my life was finna go after that. I had to go back to school. I was back in a brick and mortar building like for 3.5 weeks, and then we get a call from these two directors, Josh and Jonathan Baker, shout out to y'all, and they told me I booked my first ever feature film. My mom relayed that information to me, and next thing I know, we're in Toronto, Canada, filming a feature film for Lionsgate, and my mom is right beside me.
Right beside you.
Fire.
That's crazy. He was everywhere.
That's fire, bro. Like, I want to definitely not only big up Simone for sure. Like, yo, really
Just for taking me under her wing
like,
and just going into it without knowing anything. That's the main thing. Like a lot of managers know shit, and she didn't. And the fact that she took the time to understand the analytics and study and fail. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to what we were talking about failing. And she was still there all the way until I was 18. And I really just shouts out to you, Mom. So
She saw her
shout out to you, Mom, for sure. Shout out to all loving mothers out there who go ahead and invest and believe in their son's dreams. Me personally, that definitely helped me too. Like in my career in investing and network marketing world, like I turned 3,500 into 20,000.
Oh my goodness!
First time.
I hope y'all hear it. Can you repeat that, my brother? Yeah, I heard. Did you repeat $3,500 to 20,000? I'm sorry, I had to.
We'll spin that back and talk about that more. But like when I did that, I was studying to be a doctor, and when I did that, long story short, I ended up buying a Benz shortly after I got some more success, and then my mom started investing in me and saying that you could do this, and like. I ain't gonna lie, as a son, there's nothing like your mom believing in you. Your mom believe you, bro, you run it.
That's a lot.
You run it. Like, I would have been so many places my mom did, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my mom did and other things. But that was amazing. Definitely shout out to Mommy for sure. Like,
I want to ask, I'm not to cut you off. I want to ask one more question that might piggyback off of what you just said with the story with your mama, how difficult it was. I know this is gonna be my last question, real quick. I feel like this is a good question. I feel like you're gonna violate with the answer. Don't let me down. This is a big question. No pressure. I want to know what's the hardest thing that you had to overcome to what's the hardest thing you had to overcome to get to this level in the film industry throughout your entire career from the beginning up until now?
That's a
the
good
hardest
question.
thing
It's a good,
I had
great
to
question.
go through.
Overcome.
I had to overcome. Judgment. That's the main thing.
I see that.
Being around so many different people and playing so many different characters, people are gonna question your character.
Your real character in real life?
You for who you are. And
I can see that.
You either gonna exhaust yourself trying to explain, you know what I'm saying, or give people context to really who you are, or show that, and I do a great way of showing that rather than trying to explain or go out of my way to do that. I make sure I'm genuine. I make sure people like me. I make sure when I leave the room, people say the same thing.
Do you feel like when you was acting and you had like a crazy role that just wasn't good to the public eye, and they judged you for
That- I
the
was
wrong
gonna go into
person.
that
How
too.
did you take that? Like, how did you feel about that? Like, yo, this is not really who I am. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you. In acting, people dead ass hate people. Cause like, yo, I don't like you. You fucked up the show. You're no good.
People
That's
think,
that what happened.
people think B Mickey a bitch.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? They think a lot of things about him, and I feel like the reason why they do is probably because I played it well. You know what I mean? But it goes back to the judgment, like on the everyday. Like I can't even walk down Little 5 Points without motherfuckers, even the Water Boys. I fuck with y'all too, but without calling me a snitch. You know what I mean? And I still fuck with you by buying a hat. You know what I mean? But yeah, just judgment for me. And I know there's gonna be more characters that I do play, that I do, execute well, and people are not gonna like, or they do. And I love playing an antagonist character. You know what I mean? I want to play more. I want to play a Joker. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to play.
He want to be the evil villain in the
I want
story.
to either be in a horror or
Stir
like
things
That
up.
out there. Our brother want to be antagonist. He like that.
I most definitely do. That was my first really one, like playing like the anti-hero. B Mickey was like that anti-hero.
Yeah.
He was playing
I feel
both
like-
sides.
I feel like-
You know
I
what
feel
I'm
like-
saying?
Yeah, he was playing both sides. I feel like to the audience, certain people latched on. Some people was like, damn, you really are. Because at the end of the day, like, his situation was crazy, gang.
They couldn't latch on because they were too attached
his
to other
situation
people.
was crazy.
They were too attached to Meech and Terry's story. You feel me? Rather than looking at themselves, but then be like, damn, if my mom was in a hospital and I had a detective that keep coming in my house every night and knows he has 2 homicides on me, and all I gotta
Literally,
do is tell him where that nigga is at. You telling me you going to jail? You telling me you going to jail? You going to jail? Let's go down the line. As a matter of fact, you going to jail? What you doing?
I ain't in that situation.
No. Cause you're not. Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Was
Are
you
you
being in
going
that
out-
situation?
Give me an
You
ultimatum
knew.
again.
Okay.
If you knew
Okay,
you had a
listen.
detective that had you hanging by a coattail by 2 homicides and got your gun and is putting your mother in a bad hospital when she knows she on life support.
Yeah, that did happen.
You throwing so you
the
gonna
detective was trying
yeah. So, but the thing is, when it comes to the streets, when you sign up for it, you know what come with it. So you got to stand on it.
So what did
that's a
he
good
do?
answer.
You feel what I'm saying? That's
what
the
I do.
thing. No, so what did he do? Because with you knowing what he did, what would you have done? Because you know damn well what you know you have done. You know damn well, and this goes out to all the
Before I
motherfuckers that act like they would have been like, damn, B Mickey, if I was in your shoes, nigga, I ain't ratting on shit, nigga, I
Mills
ain't taking no
said,
hat
before
off,
I snitch,
nigga.
I'll do 100 years in a hole on the sun.
You don't believe that.
And then while
You don't
you're
believe
in,
that. And
while
that's
you're,
cap.
that's
Can we get a cap? Can we
said
get a
that's what he
cap
said,
anywhere?
bro.
Yo, Rue, can you pass me that? Yo, Rue, pass me that shit. What are you
You taking you off about
Nice.
800 kilos of coke. You telling me you going to jail and your mama dying?
I mean,
Yeah, your mom
He can't breathe.
What
I
I
like
tell
I'm
you,
wilding out. I plead the 5th.
that's what I'm saying. Nobody's answering that, and I had to give a good illustration of what would happen if you did. You feel me?
That's why the answer is that, ladies and gentlemen who's watching this right now. That's why the answer is do the right thing. All right.
I'm saying nigga
Do
can't
the
be
right
like, well, shit. If you
Do the
knew
right
what you
thing.
was going into,
No,
then
for real,
shit.
like if you chose that life and you want to do that, you got to know for a fact it may come down to a tough situation one day eventually.
Eventually, and you gotta know how you gonna handle it.
You got sometimes you got to choose between 2 severe paths and don't know which one to take.
All right, well, guys, that's definitely like about the time we had. I just want to take the time out real quick. Myles, you want to shout anything we got going on right now? Like what you
Hey
working
man,
on?
fuck the rider strike, man. Just want to let
Rider
you know
strike.
we done and over with. Pilot season finna start up in January. Can't wait. Shout out to the cast BMF, man. Love y'all, man. Season 3 finna come out March. Make sure y'all tune in. And pleasure having me,
Yeah.
y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Have
Bands are
fun.
only out the mud. Get ready for the next episode. You have anything to say?
And nothing to say, bro. I appreciate you. I almost want to ask you one more question to close it. Actually, I'm going to ask you one more to close it real quick. For my people that's looking to get inside of the film industry, what's some quick advice that you have for the people that's looking at this?
Actors Access. Go to online, type in Actors
Oh, that's
Access.
some sauce.
Sign up, make an account. Most of my agents get my auditions and sides from Actors Access. It literally, once I get my audition, they'll say Actors Access diagonally across the page. And that's from Joy Purvis, UTA, Pantheon, anybody, any agency.
Real
they
saucy,
go through Actors Access, and you can too. There's open casting calls for one-liners, guest stars, recurring roles, and even season regulars. So I mean, hey, it's up to you if you really want to, put your best foot forward. Also improv classes, theater classes. Even if you're old, there are a bunch.
Where can you go see that? I might take one of those.
Improv classes. I mean, shoot, you can look that up online. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But improv, staying in theater. Denzel Washington did theater since he was 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
40.
Yeah,
40.
He did it for a minute. And still is.
You said 4 or 40?
40.
Oh, 40.
40. But yeah, it's a lot. And shout out to all the social media skit guys. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a big thing.
Females.
That's good.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all acting already without a script. Y'all are doing improv. So it's like, I hate when motherfuckers come up to me and they got 300,000 followers and they do skits and they be like, yo, I'm trying to be an actor. And I'm like, yo, you're doing it.
You're doing it right now.
You're doing it right now. Like, this is the modern day, you know what I'm saying, consistent reels of acting. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing that. And don't stop. That's the main thing, because I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get into my TikTok. I'm old.
Shout out to Myles. Shout out to
Big
Mickey.
shout out to Myles.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. We definitely do appreciate you. It is do better, and we're trying to help the world get better every day. And everybody here is always really out the mud.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
That was episode. Actually, episode. I just took mad notes my damn self.
Nah, you.